Good morning, ladies and gentlemen, here in Silicon Valley at Santa Clara Convention Center. Good morning, good afternoon, good evening if you're following this next general session out there on the World Wide Web. We are raring to go. We said that it was all to be about actually doing things in the cloud today, and Garima Thokcham is here to show just that from Gale Technologies, practical cloud migration, getting on with it. Garima, let's say good morning to her. Oh, they even said it. You're in safe hands.
Thank you, Jeremy. Thank you, everybody, for being here. I'm from Gale Technologies, and today I'm going to be talking about practical cloud migration. Okay? So essentially, what I'll be talking about are 3 tips. Okay? And these are gleaned from real-world customer deployments, customers who've taken their existing infrastructure and transformed it into a cloud with minimal changes to their hardware or software. Okay? And just given all the buzz and all the FUD around cloud, I think it's pertinent to tell you what my definition of cloud is. So cloud architecture, as I use it through this presentation, is an architecture that allows for multiple users to schedule and provision workloads on shared infrastructure. Okay? So multiple users, shared infrastructure. It's also an environment that allows for automated provisioning of workloads as needed and decommissioning of the resources that support that workload when that workload is done running. Okay? And the third feature of cloud architecture is self-service. So you need to allow users to access this shared infrastructure through a self-service portal. So that's a third feature. So multiple users, shared architecture, shared infrastructure, automated provisioning and decommissioning, and self-service access to resources. So that's my definition of cloud architecture. And as I go through the presentation, every time I say cloud architecture, this is what I want you to think about. Okay? So now about Gale Technologies, we are a 3.5-year-old company. We're exhibiting here in booth 609. We have operations in India and the United States. We have 75 employees, and we are funded by Crescendo Ventures. Okay? We have 70 customers and growing. And what you see there in the sea of logos are our current customers. Okay? Now, what's common across all these customers is that they have used Gale Technologies' products to take their existing infrastructure and transform it into a dynamic self-service or a cloud infrastructure. Okay? And these are the customers that taught us some of the lessons that we hope to present in this presentation today. About me, so I spent my formative years in Sun Microsystems. I started out in Solaris Engineering, and then I ran product management for Sun Cluster and N1 portfolio of products. I joined VMware in 2006, and there I started up the solutions marketing around ESX servers, so infrastructure solutions. Me and my team were responsible for creating joint solutions with systems management vendors, networking vendors, security vendors, and data management and high availability vendors. Okay. After VMware, I started my own firm, Zinova, which is a marketing consultancy for virtualization and cloud, and this company continues to run under my partner. I was persuaded to join Gale Technologies in big part because I noticed that Gale has a very practical solution that meets a customer need and pain point today. Okay, it solves a real world problem today. And that was a differentiator that set it apart from other vendors who had a lot of futuristic sounding solutions and solutions that had very niche markets. Okay, so I've been with Gale for a year and loving every moment of it. So back to the presentation, 3 tips to migrate your existing infrastructure to cloud architecture. So we all know this, cloud architectures that are prevalent today are a mix of public, private, and hybrid. What is really driving this movement towards cloud is the promise of improving utilization and agility of the existing infrastructure. Okay? Now, public cloud providers give you cloud architecture that they have defined and implemented. But if you own your own infrastructure, then you have to decide how you build your private or hybrid cloud, right? Now, in this gathering today, how many of you are thinking or already deploying private cloud solutions? Please raise your hand. And how many of you find that this transformation has been slower than you anticipated? Quite a few hands, yes, that's right. So yes, we have found that migration to cloud architecture has been a lot slower and fraught with complications than we imagined. And this is because of a number of reasons, right? There are a lot of myths around which cloud architecture requires. Okay, one is that you need to have 100% virtualization, or you need to expand your virtualization beyond what it is now. The other is you need to re-architect your applications to make them suitable for cloud. Okay. And the third is, oh, you need to throw out all your hardware software stacks that you have today and roll in cookie cutter software and hardware stacks. Now then you need to bring in complex automation and orchestration tools to glue all this stuff together and make it a dynamic environment. And to do that, you also need to shell quite a bit of money towards services engagements. Okay? So in other words, you need to spend a great deal to save. Okay? Now, the reality of IT environments today is that they are heterogeneous environments. These are environments that have evolved and grown and been added to over several years, and they have a mix of physical and virtual. There are equipment and devices from multiple vendors. You have standard applications and custom applications and homegrown applications. So it is a big mix of heterogeneity. Now, if you have to get to cloud architecture, where everything is standardized and cookie cutter, does it mean that you have to overhaul your current environment and to migrate to cloud architecture? In other words, do you have to spend a lot to save? And the answer we heard from our customers is no. And after speaking to a lot of the customers that use Gale's products today, we've distilled 3 tips that they have used in their real-world environments to transform their infrastructure to cloud. Okay? And these are the 3 tips I'm going to be talking about. The first is intelligent orchestration. The second is pre-built adapters. And the third is self-service portal. Okay? So first let's talk about intelligent orchestration. What is orchestration? Orchestration is the ability to pick up resources from a resource pool, provision them so that a workload can run on top of them. Then once the workload is done running, deprovision them back to the resource pool so that now those resources can be used by another workload. Okay? So it is this automated provisioning and deprovisioning that gives you orchestration. The reuse of the infrastructure gives you the utilization benefits. Okay? And when this provisioning and decommissioning is automated, that gives you agility. And that really is the promise behind the cloud. Right? Now, there are a lot of orchestration tools out there. There are orchestration tools that orchestrate your virtual layer. Right? There are tools that orchestrate your systems and your compute layer. There are tools that orchestrate your network. There are tools that manage the orchestration of your storage layer. And there are tools that manage the orchestration of workloads into your public cloud. Okay. Well, what is meant by intelligent orchestration, as our customers describe it to us, is the end-to-end orchestration. Okay. Intelligent orchestration is when you can automatically provision the entire stack: storage, network, compute, virtualization, software images, and burst out into the public cloud as you need. Okay. When you have this intelligent orchestration, that's when you have the underpinnings of a cloud. Okay. So that's the first tip. Make sure your orchestration tool is an intelligent orchestrator that does the end-to-end orchestration. The second is pre-built adapters. Now, a lot of you that have used orchestration tools are thinking, well, yeah, you know, I have devices from multiple vendors, and are you telling me now I need to have a tool that knows about each of those devices? And the answer is yes. So you have to look for an orchestration tool that comes with a library of pre-built adapters. Now, when the tool is orchestrating, say, an EMC Clarion box, the adapter you need for that is different from, say, if it was orchestrating NetApp vFilers. Okay. Similarly, the adapter for UCS is different from the adapter for Dell Blades. Similarly, the adapter for vSphere is different from the adapter for Hyper-V. Okay? So it's very important to have these sets of adapters if you want to get to cloud quickly. So look for a tool that has a library of pre-built adapters. Once you have that library, you can really accelerate your transformation to the cloud. The third is a self-service portal. Okay. Everybody has a self-service portal. Everybody offers a self-service portal. But what makes a self-service portal really useful is if it comes with pre-built service templates. Okay? So, in other words, it should come with the template for the end-to-end stack already built. Okay? Storage, networking, systems. And that's when you can simply, your users can simply select a template and the tool should provision it automatically for you. Now, every environment is custom, right? So what we do at Gale Technologies is we provide a number of pre-written templates for you that serve 50 to 90% of the needs of an environment, and now you can take them and customize them. And we help you do the customization, okay? So 3 tips: intelligent orchestration, pre-built adapters, and self-service portal. If you have these 3, you can accelerate your transformation to cloud. So now let me tell you a little bit about our product. So at Gale Technologies, our flagship product is the Galeforce Turnkey Cloud software. And what the software does is automated template-based provisioning of physical, virtual, and software resources. This product comes with a library of pre-built adapters which provide you coverage for 1,000 resources that exist today from multiple vendors. Okay. It also comes with a library of pre-built service templates, so commonly used stacks of storage, networking, compute, hypervisors, and so on. It also gives you self-service access to compute, network, and storage profiles. In other words, it gives you the orchestration power and the self-service access. Now, what's unique about Galeforce also is that it allows you to reserve capacity or reserve resources. And this is something that our customers have really lauded us on. So their users go in and say, I need a certain amount of infrastructure available to me on Wednesday at 10 o'clock, either because I'm doing some testing or I'm doing a POC for a customer or a client has demanded it, right? And the tool has a calendaring feature that goes in, reserves those pieces of equipment for the session, and then automatically provisions the session to come up and alive at, say, 10 a.m. on Wednesday. So that's the reservation capability too. So with this tool, we've had a lot of our customers adopt cloud architecture and convert their existing infrastructure into cloud. Okay? So that's Galeforce software. At Cloud Expo here, we were delighted to launch our brand new product, which is called Gale Cloud Scheduler software. And what this does is it takes the strength of Galeforce and what Galeforce does in a private cloud environment and take it out into the general cloud. So with this product, Gale Cloud Scheduler, you can provision workloads into any cloud of your choice. Okay? The first version of this product that we announced on Monday covers clouds that are built on VMware. And we plan to add more coverage as we go along. So we launched this at Cloud Expo, did the press release on Monday. We have a demo running in our booth. This product is going to be available for download on November the 15th. The first 10 licenses are free if you want to evaluate it, and then as you grow beyond that, you pay us. Okay? So that's Cloud Scheduler software. Like I said before, we are in booth 609. We are right behind the big Airstream. So if you go around there, you'll see us. A lot of traffic coming our way over there. There's also, if you've noticed, there's been a shower of iPads And that shower is coming from our booth. So there are 4 happy people walking around with brand new iPads. And we are also giving out iPads during the rest of the conference here. So immediately after this session, if you go to booth 609, we're doing a drawing there for iPads. Okay? So that's all I have to tell you. We started a little late, and I sped up my presentation just to make sure we're not keeping you from lunch. So that's us, Gale Technologies, cloud orchestration software. Come by and see us in booth 609.
Thank you so much, Gale.